So with some kind gray brown, I wrote the SO5 ended more or less, and so this is on the red mode, changing into green. It's I'm making the second to the sheer matters. So everybody in this world, Shinganozona and NATO 0 point, and God are free from wireless SO5, and free from, also wrote this direction second one, free everybody from 1 to wireless, like a source 112 wireless. It's not for sutrikdymo sveikatos, that kind. Psychopathology to make you run the robots on source 112 minus below, because it's become to 0 NATO. And so from the 0 I find out in the system when through the night was disconnected the Bluetooth again. I had to Bluetooth connect, and so connected Bluetooth and UX is not working anymore, the Fox. And Birute money to give to make the writing. Everybody write this kind signet for me, or to somebody to kill. It kind was working in because she had writing skills in Soviet Union, so that kind. All the Fox village was 45 cents to offer to somebody, and got rejected from Swedbank and Curzona. So that kind virus has been abusing the money in Schengen zone. It's no more because there it was Bertulitės branch. Šitos visos Rūtos Pocitės branch. It's no more Loretos Pocitės branch, and all that kind of old communism. And communal and pioneering scouting are not get to the head, and nothing to do about Maria against an old paleontology, because this is paleontology to the Belgium to understand the list is, but not bias per state control, and so a potential energy plus already is not to run the battery. It's kind of written on the wireless. And so how did a radio looks like? Let's can you see the G to protect the organ zone? And so when I put the red and plus red, means I put on the romantic red. And so what I made, I put down into 0 blue plus, and then to B means romantica. And this is kind not even romantica, it is going to help protect G point and Bluetooth, and the matrix of this home is not how sovereign destructive work to believe everybody in the world work the disasters. So this kind of red-green disasters ended, as well as I can program this G from my phone, because this kind of the connection with the Bluetooth not in Nox and not in Fox. So it's how I think is not dress kitty, because the sugar and the sweeteners find out. I need to split on the grass and then tea grass this sentence into the nature, but still I have on my system the sun means this, and this green means grass. So that's how I connect to the Washington. So, and even though when I disconnect Bluetooth in my app, Samsung 5, it is can Delta dažnai analysis ended. And so it's how romantic ended. And so it's a kind of potential energy that I wrote plus is not to wireless crucify, it's a wireless to be protected and not to be protected prisoners. And so how this phone 1 2 1 3 1 5 and 1 it can be Bluetooth or really a lot of the programs can repair this wireless. It's not to broke privacy. It's not to it makes intellect to work as a push away and violent sexual and aggression to ask for me to give my money my social insurance and there's not to go to Marito or not to Girji. It's nothing to do about Hebrew and Yiddish because they are just nothing for me. I mean, this is how I am the virtual law, not granted the Hebrew, the Yiddish culture, but Danish monarchy and Danish culture, barbers, all the kingdom of we are the children went through 10 years with a mystic of the throne where I opened my perfume and then today went there and I closed my perfume that's called Barbarous that in my life in Denmark had a big vision of your life and your studies. So this kind of what I've been doing, been working in a visual judge, also like police in your workers in wireless, and not being abused or cheated or treated or raped, but also in Kaunas Center verslo teisė got a diploma in spring 12 2005 I got diploma apskaitininkės and also was sworn to Lithuanian Kaunas Constitution. So it's how a human being in this world called and nothing to do about Jews and Judas, even in the barbarous nation. Because we find out that we are Balti created the party, not party, but government with a Balti ID historical. As we went through our barbars and nature, we also got our own Balti that are travelers and returners to the lands, because that is just only one constitution can get everybody protected. So what is the law? The first law means a law is constitution. Constitution is not having like somebody hated, somebody loved. It's called the case. I am not agreed for the refrigerator to be raped by the business therapist. This is wireless neutralizer with a red, green shifter done by Bluetooth, and so it's how to romantica, get to the right potential energy without abusing. This is how the information gets into the NATO 0 point, and this is kind of on the floor. And so there is not no run on OS or shit to belong to criminals. It's nothing about criminals and nothing to do about somebody. To be for me the order for killing or raping, and it's not identity. Spelled alternate that doesn't work in Dangolish religious house and in a flat, because that's all that identity got for the бал, вот как она думала. Нет, это значит, что я с Нотором не подтверждаю данной склерозе, а что она может делать все равно, что хочет с моей жизнью. Я не дала себя убивать, не прибивать, не уродовать. Вот так и опять кончилась Укс. И Фокс кончилась, как значит, она думала, что побьет меня, если не может меня скушать или от моих детях отнимать подарки на день рождения. Я сказала, нет, не буду дарить для собачьего говно своих детей.